G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be talking about sets that I believe will soon double in value. Let's talk about it. So I'm going to be going over my thoughts on some sets which I believe are going to double in value sooner rather than later. So these sets are all going to be retiring between now and the end of the year, and these are the ones that I believe are going to be obviously doubling the quickest rather than some other sets. Obviously I could be wrong, take my word with a grain of salt. It may be wrong, it could be correct. This is just my opinion based off the research I have done and the current track record and how these sets have already started to perform, even though they haven't retired. So let's start with this one here, is the Voldemort, Nagini and Bellatrix Brickheads. Now this is in the Australian market as well. It may be a little bit different overseas, but this is the Australian market, so let's go over it. And this set, as you can see, is temporarily out of stock, and this thing is always out of stock. And it does retail for $40 here in Australia. And the reason why I'm saying that I reckon that this set is going to double faster than some other sets is because there's not much supply here in Australia and the demand is high because it is always out of stock, and we're going to go and have a look at the eBay sales as well. So this thing is very hard to pick up, so that is one of the main reasons. And as we can see here on eBay Australia, we can see that a few of here have already started to sell. This one here for $60. This one here for $60 again, for $60 again. This one was 55 plus 27 postage. So we can already see that it's starting to sell a few, a little bit above retail as well, 45 plus the 12 postage, and then a 41 plus 9. So the demand is there because people are willing to pay more than retail for this set. So I do like that. It has been out for about a year and a half, which is okay. But the thing that I do like about it is that licensed Brickhead sets do pretty good. They do grow in value a lot faster than your unlicensed stuff like the Pets Brickheads, for example, and the Harry Potter Brickheads is probably in the top 3 performing Brickheads, and they do perform well and they perform quick. So that's why I do have this one on the list. And the next one is going to be the classic TV series Batmobile. This is probably my top pick out of all of them. This set is going to double in value the fastest, in my opinion, out of all the sets that are on this list. And the reason I say that is similar for the reason that we just discussed in for the Voldemort Brickheads, is because this one is out of stock. This one is very, very hard to pick up here in Australia, at least at retail price. Even if it comes back in stock, it's usually gone within like an hour, and they always have a small limit on it, so it is very hard to hoard. So this is going to make a fantastic investment. And as we can see on eBay, we have one here sold for 81. Now this does retail, I forgot to mention, we can see it there for 50 in Australia. One sold for 81. This one, I had a look at this before I went into it, but I can't see anything. I don't know if it's dodgy, but this sold for 300. So let's we'll keep that one on the back burner. But 85, 105, 105, so they're double already, and it's not even retired. 76, 80, 98, 105, 89, so you can see that this one is pretty much selling for nearly double already. Obviously eBay has fees, but we're not counting that into effect. I'm just counting how much money are people willing to spend on this set, because it's all about demand. When it comes to LEGO investing, it's all about supply and it's all about demand. And as you can see, this has low supply and it has extremely high demand because people are willing to pay more than retail for it, despite the fact that it isn't retired yet. So that is why this one is on the list. And another one is the International Space Station. Yes, this one has been out for a little bit longer, and you can actually pick it up at the moment, but it usually is out of stock. And this retails for $100. Pretty tricky to pick up, and it's never available at other retailers as well. I've tried to pick it up at other retailers, and it's very hard to get. It's usually out of stock, and I don't believe, especially now it's about to retire, that they won't be restocking it either. But I've been trying to get it from other retailers for the last 12 months, and I can't. So really, the LEGO store is your only bet, and it's usually out of stock. But as you can see, it's back in here at the moment. But $100 it retails for. And on eBay, that one's a pre-owned one. Don't worry about that. We had one sold for 138. Then we had one sell for 150, 170, 150. So you can see that it's already selling for about 50% return on investment, despite the fact that it hasn't even retired. So again, this is why this one's on the list. I don't believe it is going to grow as fast as the first two that we did discuss, but I do like it for it'll be one of the fastest ones doubling in value compared to everything else that is retiring. But remember, this is just my opinion. I could be wrong, I could be right. Let's just see what happens. Now I do want to give a couple of honorable mentions. So they're my top 3, and just 2 more. Jewel and Mandalore, because it has retired here in Australia. It's retired early. I know in like the US and the UK, I don't think it's retired at the moment, but here in Australia, she's gone skis. So that has driven the demand straight up already, because people have realised, oh shit, it's already retired, I want to get it. And people are already selling it for above retail, and people are already paying for that. Now this one did retail for, I think it was around 30 or 33 here in Australia, but you could pick it up into, especially the last couple of months, for like $19. So if you got it at that price, well, you're going to double your money pretty much right now. But if we go and have a look at eBay for this one, we can see that 42, 38, this was a package deal, 42, so it's selling for about $10 above retail already, which is about 33% return on investment. But, you know, we're not counting in eBay fees. I'm just having a look at what people are willing to pay for the set. So this was an honourable mention because it may not, it may do. I just thought, having a look at this, it may do pretty decent on post-retirement because of those two minifigures in there as well, the Ahsoka and the Darth Maul. They're not exclusive. They are in another set besides this one. But just a little shout out for that one to keep your eye on this set. And the last one I'll talk about is the Buzz Lightyear Brickhead. So another Brickheads, another licensed Brickhead is the main thing. Yes, I'm not even going to be talking about the new movie that came out. Forget that it was a flop. Just forget about it. But this Buzz is obviously based upon the original Buzz from, you know, your Toy Story movies, your Tim Allen, your classic Buzz. Don't worry about the new one. So I do like that. I don't believe that the new movie is going to hinder it, but it is only a $16 set, so it only has to go up to about $32 to double your money, which is very, very easy. And as I said, licensed Brickhead sets do amazing price post-retirement. Not all of them, but a majority of them do, and I can see this one following that same trend as well. It only has to go up to $32 and you've doubled your money, and that's easily, in my opinion, going to happen in the next 6 months. And if we go on eBay, we can see here in Australia, 2 have sold in the last few weeks for $30. That's nearly double already. Again, don't worry about fees. I'm just looking at what people are willing to pay for this set. So $30 each, that's nearly double already, and the thing hasn't retired. So those were the 5 that are on this list. Those again were the Voldemort, Nagini, and Bellatrix, the classic TV series Batmobile, which is my top pick, the International Space Station, and 2 honourable mentions are the Duel Mandalore and the Buzz Lightyear Brickhead. But leave your thoughts down below if you agree with these, especially the first 3 on this list, and leave your thoughts down below if you don't and why. But remember, this is based in the Australian market, and overseas market may be a little bit different than what's happening here in Australia. But as we can already see from the eBay sales, is that all of these sets are already selling above retail, despite the fact they haven't retired, except for the Duel of Mandalore, obviously, but this one's only been retired for about a week or 2 weeks or so. So demand is there for all of these sets. That is the main thing, and the supply is low. But as I said, leave your thoughts down below, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you lovely people in the next video. Bye.